From the beginning of time, man has always had a pursuit of the best quality of life possible. That quality of life is not possible without resources. The form of resources we have accumulated has changed over time from cowrie shells, state-controlled money, precious metals, real estate, and stocks and bonds. Over the past 100 years, the world has been dominated by the US dollar and its reserves. But everything that has a beginning also has an end. A new financial revolution is upon us with the emergence of a digital economy. The way we earn, spend, and accumulate resources is fundamentally changing. A new asset has appeared that the wealthy have overlooked. Bitcoin has become the best performing asset of the past decade by far. With only 21 million ever in existence, there are more millionaires and billionaires in the world today than there are Bitcoin. Just by holding 0.25 Bitcoin today, will put you in the top 1% asset holders in the world in the next 5 to 10 years. If you would have invested $100,000 in Bitcoin in 2013, today it will be worth more than $15 million. Bitcoin billionaire Raoul Pal says, Bitcoin's performance is so dominant and so all-encompassing that it is going to suck in every single asset narrative dry and spit it out. Never before in my career have I seen a trade so dominant that holding any other assets makes almost no sense. This is not an industry you can afford to ignore. If you want to remain in business, then you must adapt. Are you offering services in Bitcoin? Are you accepting payments with digital currencies? Have you adopted blockchain technology? Blockbuster Video at one point was the most dominant video service in the world. They had the opportunity to be part of Netflix, but they ignored the changing technology. Where is Blockbuster today? Where will you be tomorrow?
All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Early Morning Crypto Talk. Bitcoin Brandon from Los Angeles, California. Go ahead and type in the chat box where you're listening in from. This is our Saturday morning open crypto talk that I do for free for the community. I know the last couple of weeks I've been doing interviews, but this Saturday morning we'll just be jumping straight into crypto and crypto news. I've been up, it's only 8 a.m. right now, but I've been up since about 3:30 in the morning because I was anxiously awaiting the unveiling of the Starvara project. And I have to say, I am pleasantly pleased. I like what I saw. I like the direction that this is going in for their project. I love the main billionaire investor, Rob Hersoff, what he said about some key things. And it's the same key things why I'm paying attention to the project from a gamer standpoint, blockchain technology, and networking, all combined to create an MMO with the latest technology. So I am all over that. And I will be doing a special talk tomorrow, because I'm going to watch it again. You know, it was so early for me, I might have missed something. So I'm going to be watching it again this afternoon. But tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, I think, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. I will be doing a special live. Call it the Starvara Talk with Brandon Ivy series. But I'll be doing that tomorrow, getting ready, because I'm going to be hitting this hard. Also, tonight, I am doing a special live tonight where our topic is going to be the digital dollar. If you guys have not been paying attention, you know, last year I read a white paper from the Federal Reserve when they were talking about the new financial future for the United States. And then there's something called the Digital Dollar Project, which is a private group that is advocating for the sake of national security. The United States needs to create the CBDC, central bank digital currency. In fact, they're calling it a white paper 2.0. revisiting the digital dollar project's exploration of a U.S. central bank digital currency. So that's going to be tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. I already have it, the links posted, but I'll be tonight. In fact, I'll post the link again before we dismiss. But it will be streamed live as well. So you can watch it on StreamYard through a link, or you can come straight to the Facebook groups. I'm going to be streaming it everywhere tonight. This is a very, very big deal that will affect not only every single American, but every single person in the world, since the U.S. dollar is the world's reserve currency. All 8 billion people on the planet will be impacted by this, whether you like it or not, believe it or not, trust it or not. Your opinion is irrelevant. It's happening. So you need to know about it. Those of you who say cash is king, well, in your mind, cash can still be king. It just ain't going to look like this anymore. It's not going to look like dollars. It's going to just be digital. So let me recognize some of you guys that's on here right now. I see Miss Marnita Costa from Colorado, Joyce Easley, Facebook user, good morning all. Nathan Hansberger, Jacqueline from the ATL, Martha Cameron from Cancun, Mike Nowalski from Jersey, Demetrius Turner from Texas, Joyce Easley from South Carolina, Facebook user from LA, Facebook Sarah from Ghana, welcome from Ghana, Lisa Raxdale, Maryland, Oregon, Facebook user, Robert Wood. Oh, what's going on, Robert? Robert from the UK. I was just watching an old video, Robert, from when we took that cruise to Greece, the all-white party. I was looking at that old video. Good morning, Robert. This Peterson from North Carolina. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So, welcome. I'm going to be doing a series also called Nodes Can Make You Rich. The last time I did Crypto Talk, what was it, Thursday or Wednesday? Wednesday or Thursday. I actually opened up not just some of my wallets, but some of my investments. And that's the one thing that can separate me from other leading figures in crypto. And it's not about from a safety standpoint, because I'm not flashy. I don't try to stun on anybody. I don't try to show off what I have. And talking about how much money I've made, that's not how I operate. Good morning, Mr. Pendleton, and I see Facebook user from Costa Rica. So, in fact, let me suit this just real quick. That's what's on my mind. Alpha. All right. So I don't do that, but for our private community, what I will do is show some of our holdings, some of our positions, where we're making money. You know, you got to be diversified. Millionaires don't have one stream of income. Millionaires have multiple streams of income. And just in case one doesn't work, you've got other ones coming in. Of course, we want all of our projects to work. Isn't that the best thing? Especially if you put money on something, you want a return on your money. But it doesn't always happen that way. Sometimes it just goes away. Sometimes it fails spectacularly. And you just got to keep moving forward. And you have other things that you're focused on. And so I showed, seven? There's 7 different projects that I am mining right now with nodes. And like I said, nodes can make you rich. So one of those nodes I'm going to be talking about tomorrow, which is the Starvara node. So we'll be doing that tomorrow night. There's only going to be 25,000 ever. You missed out on Gala, Green, all the others from the past. You don't want to miss this. You think you missed out on like one of the hottest things happening right now is Switch. And I showed that I have more than 1 million tokens from Switch. Imagine that goes 75 cents. What if it goes $2? Anyways, we'll be talking about that tomorrow. So today, let me share screen and let's look at. That's right, Joyce. We did dream mode. That made me feel good looking at that. You know, we're in the right place at the right time. Share screen. Okay. All right. Go. Pull it up. There we go. Okay. CoinGecko market cap is over 1.075. The market dropped. So I didn't do any crypto talk yesterday. In fact, I didn't do anything yesterday. I didn't. Last was Thursday. So something happened, and I do know because I was on Marnita's page and I saw something went down yesterday. But Bitcoin dominance is at 40.1%. Ethereum is at 17.6%. Bitcoin's at 22,000. Look at the. Remember when I read the chart, like it's a pop-up book. So I see different colors and I see pictures. So these numbers, you know, they don't confuse me or intimidate me anymore. It's like reading a book. But I see from the pictures something happened. Look at this major drop. And it was across the board. Something went down. Something shook the market yesterday. And it has not recovered. Today is kind of flatline last 24 hours. We'll see what this looks like tomorrow when the Asian markets wake up for Monday morning. Even though crypto is trading 24/7, most people still treat it like it's Forex or the stock market. Only Monday through Friday, major trading takes place. Only the diehards are trading over the weekend. So when Asian market for Monday morning, which is Sunday afternoon, United times, and we'll see market. This will be tomorrow when I do nodes can make you rich. Oh, where nodes rich? I'll look at the charts. We'll see what's in. Okay. Yeah, this is flatline, but since this is Saturday, let's look at week to week. Best performers over the past week. Maker, EOS. Maker's up 23.5, EOS 13.9, Synthetics Network 12.3, Casper 8.9, BitGet token. I want to say Bidget token 6.9, Neo 4.6, Stacks 4.5. So yesterday wiped out a lot of gains. Okay. Who are the worst performers over the past week? Optimism down 20.4%. Wemix down 17. Zilliqa down 16. Hedera down 15. So these ones took the hardest hit. Zcash, Rocket Pool, Osmosis, Clayton. These are regular secondary tokens. Then we got some metaverse ones. The Sandbox, Aptos, Multiverse X, Filecoin, Decentraland, Axie Infinity, Mina Protocol, Algorand, Polygons. All of these are 10% or higher down. Avalanche, Flow, Thorchain. I'm looking for the AI tokens. There we go. Fetch.ai is down 9.1. Chrono, Solana, the Graph, CRV, Chiliz, ApeCoin. Where's Singularity? I don't see them at all registered on here. There it is. Singularity was a little bit in the green. Still up 1.5. Okay. All right, so let's look at this one on Bitcoin price slides 5% in 60 minutes amid Silvergate uncertainty. Oh, there was something from Elon Musk did something as well. Let me see if it's worth me pulling that up. No, he tweeted. Yeah, he tweeted, I used to be in crypto, but now I got interested in AI. I told you guys, the future, artificial intelligence, AI in the metaverse. And then FTX confirms $9 billion in customer funds vanished. $9 billion doesn't just vanish. It went somewhere. $9 billion vanished. Not of their own personal funds, the customers' funds, right? Isn't that how it always works? They don't lose their money. They lose your money. So Bitcoin price slides 5% in 16 minutes. The price of Bitcoin fell more than 5% from 23,500 to 22,400 in just over 60 minutes on March 3rd, amid a wave of uncertainty concerning crypto-friendly bank Silvergate Capital. The price drop wiped $22 billion from Bitcoin's total market cap, which is now at $430.9 billion. Ethereum, Ripple, Cardano, Matic, and other non-Bitcoin cryptocurrencies also suffered a sharp decline. Bitcoin just dropped $1,200 in less than 30 minutes, says the Wolf of All Streets. Marcus Thielen, the head of research at digital asset platform Matrixport, told Cointelegraph that he believes the price fall is linked to the recent Silvergate Bank controversy, with its delayed annual 10K financial report filing, in addition to an increased effort by the U.S. regulators attempting to restrict ties between banks and crypto firms. The drop is due to the continuous fallout from Silvergate Bank, as there is now more uncertainty about fiat on and off ramp. In addition, there are now wider industry concerns that U.S. regulators are trying to cut off further banking relationships between crypto firms and FDIC-insured banks. This move here, this is what we call a preemptive move. When you want to take out the competition because they're about to launch the CBDC. Make it difficult, make it hard. Nevertheless, this is playing into the hands of Hong Kong and China, which are becoming more crypto friendly. We have seen an increase in stablecoin activity as a sign that crypto firms are using crypto rails to move money around, he added. Several technical analysts on Twitter claim to have predicted the fall from the $23,000 resistance. Look at that. The last time Bitcoin was priced at $22,250 was February 15th. The sharp fall comes despite a solid start to 2023, with Bitcoin still up 34.8% for the year. It was changing hands at $16,550 on January 1st. Ether has also fallen 4.74%, causing a $9 billion wipeout from its market cap over the first hour. Okay, we'll see if this recovers. And let's talk about stablecoin Tether. Stablecoin issuer Tether used bank accounts opened with falsified documents in the past. You don't say. See, I've been saying this. I don't trust Tether at all. I switched to USDC last year. This is a house of cards that is going to come crashing down, and so will Binance, in my opinion. Binance and Tether, in my opinion. I hope not. Okay, don't see there are critics out there that they hope crypto falls and crashes, and they get excited when there's bad news about crypto. That's not me. I don't want them to crash, but I'm not either. I look at the facts as they are, not as I wish them to be. You guys understand that difference? And I make moves based on what the facts are. So, in my opinion, based on the facts of what I've been looking at, Tether and Binance are on borrowed time. I think both are going to fail, and it will be the first catalyst to what I've been talking about. The crypto storm is coming. It's going to be like the .com era bubble burst. Bitcoin's going to crash all the way down. How low can it go? I would venture the lowest I could see Bitcoin going back down to, in my opinion, is about $6,000 to $7,000 a coin. And if that happens, or when it happens, you're going to see the news media and everybody, running their mouths about crypto's dead and everything. I'm waiting for that to happen because that means it's a buying opportunity. It's a fire sale. So, what does this say? Tether, the company behind the world's largest stablecoin, accessed bank accounts by way of falsified documents and intermediaries. Tether, the company behind the world's largest stablecoin, by way of documents. The Wall Street Journal reported Friday that Tether used bank accounts in the names of executives of various companies, slightly tweaking those companies' names to maintain its access to the global financial system back in 2018. That's when they were under investigation, when they were said they were supposed to be audited to show their audit. The report pointed to Crypto Capital Corp, a shadow bank which held Tether funds before being shut down by authorities in 2018, and others alleging sister company Bitfinex and Tether were able to open at least 9 new bank accounts for shell companies in Asia in October 2018. Tether spokespeople did not immediately return requests for comments. Paolo Ardoino, the chief technology officer of Tether, tweeted on Friday afternoon that the Wall Street Journal report contained a ton of misinformation and inaccuracies without giving specifics. According to the journal's report, Tether Holdings co-owner Stephen Moore pushed back against the use of fake sales invoices, saying, "I would not want to argue any of the above in a potential fraud money laundering case," in an email seen by the journal referring to an intermediary that traded USDT in China. The report also referenced the recording of a call with former Tether executive Phil Potter, posted on YouTube in 2017. "We've had banking hiccups in the past. We've always been able to route around it or deal with it, open up new accounts or what have you," Potter said. "There's been lots of sort of cat and mouse tricks that everyone in the Bitcoin industry has to avail themselves of." That is true. And it was especially true in the early days. My first 2 major years in crypto, I lived off the grid. I lived strictly off of crypto. It was crypto, my BitPay card. My BitPay card did everything. Do I still have access to that? How many of you guys? Yep. This was my BitPay card. I could use this to buy stuff, pull money out of an ATM, go grocery shopping, pay my bills, because it's a Visa. You see that right down there? Visa. I lived off the grid. I turned later to realize how big of a mistake it was. Not the fact that I was living off the grid, but the fact that I was paying for everything with my crypto. That was a big mistake. because when in hindsight, I look at how much money I spent during that era and what it would be worth today. Oh. Wow. I don't make that mistake again. So anyways, everybody in the early crypto, you got cat and mouse ways to get around things. What now? You can't do it legally. Since I'm speaking publicly, I only advocate legally. And pay your taxes. I got to say that too. And pay your taxes. A lot of people try to get around that as well. All right. Reporting came for it had to restart not its annual report. Suspended their and its stock price cratered. In recent months, federal regulators warned still they invite risk. Okay, you see that say may invite, doesn't say will invite, but may invite. And that's enough. You know, when you make a statement like this, that's enough to get them spooked and to go in the opposite direction. Even though it's not illegal. I was watching the news yesterday and I see this taking place with, I think it's Walmart that is being pressured not to sell abortion pills or contraceptive type stuff in states where abortion is legal. You understand that if it's states that where abortion is now illegal, but in the states where it is legal, the stores are because they're getting pressure that there may be, not a law yet, not legislation yet, but it may happen that can scare businesses. I'm sorry, Walgreens. Thank you. Not Walmart, Walgreens. Yeah, Brandon, think about it. They're selling abortion pills at Walmart? No, Walgreens. Thank you. I don't know who said that. It's Facebook user that shows up for me. So, Walgreens. All right. Next one up. Senator Elizabeth Warren and colleagues demand to see Binance's balance sheet. Oh, thank you, Kenny. Demand to see Binance's sheet. Tether, Binance. 3 United States senators have written a letter to the CEOs of Binance and Binance.us with a long list of objections to the company's perceived policies and actions. 3 U.S. senators, led by Elizabeth Warren, have sent a letter to Binance CEO CZ and Binance.us CEO Brian Schroeder, expressing concern over a number of facets of Binance's activities and requesting information from the companies that include their balance sheets. That would be interesting. Are they legally charged to have to do that? I don't know that part. Unless they're accused of a crime or criminal investigation, is this by, willingly they're asking them to do it, or are they forcing them to? Crypto skeptic Warren's co-signers were fellow Democrat Chris Van Hollen and Republican Roger Marshall. So far in the United States, crypto has not been politicized yet. It is kind of universal with both Democrats and Republicans. Republicans, though, seem to be leading more on the side of don't regulate this thing. Leave it alone. Let the free market do its thing. But then at the same time, after what happened with FTX and it came out that the majority of the donors that received money from FTX were Democrats. Now the Republicans kind of want to attack it, but not hurt it at the same time. And then the Democrats, even though they received the most donors from crypto-friendly firms, they don't want to seen as, oh, we're in the pocket of crypto. So now they seem to be coming out hard in the Biden administration against crypto. So it's a weird musical chairs thing going on right now. And it hasn't fully been, each side hasn't fully chosen whether they're for or against it. And when that starts to happen, crypto's going to win. Right now, you don't want this bipartisan attack on crypto. If it's partisan and one side's for it and the other side's against, I don't care if it's Democrat or Republican, crypto will end up winning in the long term. So let's see. They claim there is evidence that the companies attempted to evade U.S. regulators. What evidence? Here we go again. We got evidence. Show the receipts. Evade sanctions and facilitate the laundering of at least $10 billion and lack transparency. What little information about Binance's finances is available to the public suggests that the exchange is a hotbed of illegal financial activity, the senators wrote, concluding, your company's apparent attempts at evading the enforcement of anti-money laundering law. Okay, stop there. False. This part is false. Binance International does not need to answer to United States laws. They're international. The only entity that does is Binance.us, which they do, or they wouldn't be able to operate, period. Just like FTX US, Binance US. It's a separate entity. They have AML and KYC. When you go to set up your account on Binance US, you got to submit your information. You don't have to do that with international, but they block US citizens. They even block US citizens from being international. If your IP address pops up, you can't sign up with them. So what are you talking about? Attempts to evade anti-money laundering laws, security laws, information reporting requirements, and other financial regulations cast serious doubt on the stability and legitimacy of Binance and its related entities and your commitment to your customers. So they are using U.S. laws for Binance.us to be beholden to Binance International. That's not going to hold up. But I don't think that's the point. I think the point is trying to just make noise about this space to make it seem as if they're doing something. The senators requested documents and other information. At the top of the list is all Binance and Binance subsidiary balance sheets from 2017 to present. You don't have the authority for that. Only Binance US. In addition, they asked for copies of anti-money laundering and similar policies, documentation of the relationship between Binance and Binance.us. Now they can ask that. Okay, Binance.us is under US jurisdiction, so they can ask, what is your relationship with Binance? Is Binance using Binance.us as a piggy bank to siphon money, to evade sanctions? So that part is true, as well as explains a various news report. They gave the addressees 2 weeks to respond. Or what? That's what I say. Or what? As the letter made clear in its 59 footnotes, Binance has been the subject of intense press scrutiny and a certain amount of negative speculation. CZ, a prolific tweeter, has responded to some reports personally. It was reported in February that Binance was preparing to settle outstanding regulatory and law enforcement issues in the United States and will possibly be subject to penalties. In other words, he's going to do what all U.S. banks do. You know who's a pro at this? Is Jamie Dimon from JP Morgan Chase. Whenever he gets in hot water, he just pays the fine and penalty and keeps on moving. To him is the cost of doing business. A bipartisan group of senators, Warren, Van Hollen, and Marshall, accused the world's largest crypto exchange, Binance, of being a hotbed of illegal financial activity and asked the company to respond to a list of questions. Okay, is that all you're going to say about it? All right. So he's letting the world know that took place. All right, let me got some time here. I want to look at daily HODL news. Anything new that's popping up? Top U.S. crypto exchange Coinbase acquires digital asset manager with goal of bridging the gap to institutions. Okay. Bitcoin bull season corner. Really? $10 million. Targeting million amid rapid global crypto adoption. Again, like I said, guys, you want to become, what was that new term we found in crypto talk? A Wholecoiner. That's a term. Wholecoiners is going to be a term. You want to be a Wholecoiner, owning one whole Bitcoin. If you can't, own at least a quarter of a Bitcoin and forget about it. Put it away, put it to the side, never touch it. In the next 5 to 10 years, you will be one of the top 1% of all asset holders in the world. Especially, it's talking about Bitcoin being worth 10 million. That means Bitcoin will be worth 2.5 million, or your quarter of a Bitcoin, $2 million. What is that today? $6,500, $7,000 of a Bitcoin end up being worth 2.5 million. So yeah, I want to look at that real quick. See. Shiba Inu move. What else? I'm a little curious on these. All right, this one first is Bitcoin bull season right around the corner, says crypto hedge fund veteran Mark Yusko. Here's the timeline. Morgan Creek Capital CIO Mark Yusko says that Bitcoin could be on the verge of entering a fresh bull market. Halving's not till next year. In a new interview with popular crypto analyst Scott Melker, the hedge fund veteran says he believes the lead of Bitcoin's halving. There you go. See? Halving event will likely ignite price action. I agree. Well, like summer thing. Really? I don't agree with that. And that's illegal. According to the Morgan Creek Capital executive, Crypto Spring is mostly range-bound price action, with summer representing a bullish period. At best, Bitcoin could get up to maybe 35K in my opinion this year. At best. So if that's what he's talking about, bull, okay. Yusko also says Bitcoin's price will likely react to the halving as it has in the past to send the value of the King crypto higher. The halving, which is slated for April 2024, cuts Bitcoin miners' rewards in half every 4 years. Says Yusko, it's hard-coded into Bitcoin that every 4 years you're going to cut the block rewards. If you cut the block rewards, in theory, a whole bunch of miners will go out of business unless the price adjusts. And the price adjustment creates movement. He also says, good morning, Melanie Davis and Sonia Barnes. I say, what wallet do we keep the one? Well, I can't tell you that, Sonia. You have to figure out what wallet do you want to keep it in yourself. Whether you want to use a the private key, because otherwise it's not your Bitcoin. So whether it's Exodus or a cold storage wallet, that's where you wanna hold that your tokens. So he also says that Bitcoin's fair market value was not derived from the same factors that price, GDP, growth, interest rate, and the economy. Bitcoin is the most uncorrelated asset I've ever seen in my career. Yusko continues to criticize the meme token Dogecoin, claiming it had does of people are trading with it. That's the value for it. But I do agree with, I am not big long Dogecoin. I look for, if I'm putting my money in stuff, then it's got to have real world use case for it, not just speculation on a token. The speculative nonsense like Dogecoin, why does it even exist? I mean, my mind hurts. And as I said, the bear market would be over when Doge is zero. And I want to stand by that, but I can't, because stupid people are going to be stupid. I get in a debate with this guy, and he's actually a friend. He's like, memes have value. No, they don't. Well, as long as Elon Musk keeps talking about it, Q will always have value to people. Just as fast as it has value, stupid tweet like he did yesterday. Oh, I used to be in crypto, now I'm all over AI. And all of a sudden that shifts the market. But if he's all into AI, what did we say on January 30th? I think it's time that we start building an AI portfolio. I said it before Elon Musk did. All right, next one up. Talking $10 million. No, it's not just you. I see it as well. The Facebook, the stream comes. I don't know why. I'm on my other, so it's not shit. Rapid acceleration, global adoption. The top cryptocurrency to staggering new heights, according to quantitative analyst Plan B. In a series of tweets, the pseudonymous strategist says the most powerful part of Bitcoin's adoption S-curve is around the corner. The adoption S-curve is often used to track the cumulative rate at which people adopt breakthrough technologies. According to Plan B, Bitcoin's pace of adoption is about to witness an unprecedented level of acceleration that could bring its price to as high as 10 million by 2028. I see something. The next Bitcoin halving is 2024. The one after that, 2028. So if Bitcoin after the 2024 halving can get to, let's say, 250,000 or so, then the one in 2028 can push it over 7 figures. But I don't say 2028, I say 2029. 10 million though? Remember how I look at things. What if they're 90% wrong? So even if his prediction is 90% wrong, that put Bitcoin at billion by 2028. Can I live with that? Absolutely. Because that pushes the rest of the crypto market cap high as well. 1 million. I say 1 million. He says 10 million. 2028 is 5 years. I will be 51, going on 52. That's my retirement age. Well, okay, let me phrase that. I retired at 36 in 2012. Retirement again means that I've reached a point where I've made enough money that will take care of me for the rest of my life based on my investments and the money I've made and residual income I have coming in, that I don't have to get out of bed if I don't want to work for myself. That's what I mean by that. The next 5 years, I am working hard every single day. Then I will still be working, just not as hard. That's what I mean by my retirement. If Bitcoin adoption is now 1 to 5%, then we will enter the vertical of the S-curve next couple of years. On log scale left, this just means more exponential growth, 50%. So if we're at 5% adoption now, 50%, I see what he's saying. You guys should be, there should be a sense of urgency. I don't see it in most people. I see a sense of curiosity with most people. I don't, and I'm talking about people in crypto. I don't see a sense of urgency. You saw things the way I do or know what I know. Why do I go live 2 or 3 times a day? Why am I reading this crypto stuff every day? Why, when I get money, I'm not thinking of buying a car, I'm thinking of investing in a crypto business or something. Sense of urgency. Because when this mass adoption happens, we're not going back. We can't go back to 1995 and the internet, where all there was Netscape and AOL. Remember, those were the only 2 ways you get on the internet. You had was it Netscape? Yeah, Netscape or AOL, and nobody knew what email was. We don't go back to those days. I've got a sense of urgency right now. Simulation. For the linear thinkings, everything will change. Bitcoin might be substantially undervalued. Although I enjoyed Bitcoin adoption the last 10 plus years, especially the investment returns, I am really looking forward to the vertical part of the S-curve in the next halving period, 2024 to 2020. His number could be possible between the halving of 2028 to 2032. The 2024 one, it's got to cross 6 figures. Not all of a sudden go to 10 million. But here's what he's saying. Bitcoin adoption S-curve. So 2012, we were here, $10 in 2012. 2016, yeah, 17, 2000, 1,000. 2017, it reached in the 20,000, but why does it say 10,000 here? Came down. This should be 20,000. 2024 is putting it close to 100,000. This is what he thinks. 1 million, but I don't agree with this. We're not going to go from 22,000 to 1 million in a year and a half. If that happens, hallelujah, but no, that's not going to happen. Bitcoin adoption S-curve here. Let's see how he jumps from 2024. 2 million, 4 million. No. I agree this will happen, just not now. I think he's 4 years too early on this. Plan B is well known for applying the stock to flow scarcity model to Bitcoin. You know, see, here's the problem with this. If he's just looking at the charts, maybe, but there's other factors you've got to take in play, and that's people, the government, wars, regulation. All of that can stimulate this and impact this. So based on this model, Plan B predicts Bitcoin's next top will happen around 2025. I agree with that. With this price landing between 100,000 and 1, I agree with that. I do agree with this. I don't think it's going to go this high. I will say anywhere between 100,000 to 250,000 will be the next top. And then we got to wait till the 2028, and then it's going to crash again. And let's say it reaches $200,000 a coin. In the year 2026, 2027, between that time, it'll crash back down where the new low might be about $50,000 a coin, 50 to 75K. That'll be the new low. And when that happens, people will say, Peter Schiff will come out talking about, see, I told you crypto's going to go to zero. It's dead and gone. Everybody lost their money. Now, how can you say Bitcoin going to $200,000 and then dropping back to 50,000 that people lost all their money? Because most people are not going to get into crypto. And mark my words on this. As many people as that's in crypto right now, we're talking about mass adoption, only 5% is in it. Most people won't be going into crypto until after Bitcoin crosses about $75,000 a coin and seems to be on a skyrocketing trajectory. FOMO is going to kick in. And people, but man, I've been watching Bitcoin. I better get in on this. And they're going to be buying it at $80,000, $100,000, $150,000 a coin. They're buying in because they don't want to miss out. Then the correction is going to happen and it drops to 50,000 a coin. Well, people who bought in at 80,000 and 100,000 are going to start screaming bloody murder. Man, I knew I shouldn't got on this. It's a scam. I lost all my money. Well, they don't know if you just sit and hold it, you'll be good. How do I know that this is going to take place? It's not because I'm Nostradamus. It's because that's what's happened in the past multiple times. When Bitcoin hit 1,000 for the first time, then when it hit 20,000, then when it hit 69,000, it's the same story over and over and over again. So I see no reasonable difference. The last one up, and I will leave here. Strategists who accurately predicted 2022 Bitcoin bottom details when to expect the next Bitcoin. Okay, if he says or she says the same thing I've been saying. A closely followed crypto analyst who nailed the 2022 bottom for Bitcoin is predicting when the king crypto and could possibly turn a corner and rally. The analyst, known as Don Alt, tells his Twitter followers that the legacy asset markets are having a bearish effect on Bitcoin. According to Don Alt, Bitcoin could rally once the traditional markets turn bullish. Wait. Traditionally, it's always been the opposite. US dollar does good, crypto goes down. US dollar is going down, crypto goes good. What's he talking about? Bitcoin is being dragged by the traditional markets, but refusing to make new lows while the S&P is bleeding out. The moment the traditional markets bounce, I'm expecting a massive outperforming green candle from Bitcoin. Bitcoin is trading at 22,370 at the time of writing. Don Alt also updated his outlook, saying that his view still holds even though Bitcoin was mostly flat yesterday, while the stock market rallied big. However, he notes that Bitcoin's less than stellar reaction to the stock market bounce is not optimal. Meanwhile, pseudonymous trader altcoin Sherpa is of the view that Bitcoin will likely see more downside price action. According to the trader, Bitcoin could witness another sell-off event before igniting a recovery. I agree with that more than Don Alt. And he didn't say when. Did this article say that? When? Yeah. When to expect it. When. Bitcoin, it's possible we're seeing a higher low being formed now, but I don't really think so. I think that we're going to see another leg down. I still think we go to 30,000. I agree that. Altcoin Sherpa also says that it is within the realm of possibility for Bitcoin to go through an extended bear winter. We're already in an extended bear winter. What are you talking about? Some mark the top as May 2021. Others mark it at November 2020 at the end of, wait, what was he talking about? 2021. This is 2023. This is March 4th article. Oh, is he going as a reference? Okay. Either way, it's been a long time during this Bitcoin. This didn't say nothing. This is why I don't follow these guys on YouTube that has 100,000 followers and whatnot. They're not making their money off of trading crypto or anything like that, or any crypto projects. They make their money off of having 464,000 followers, and they're getting paid for that. Imagine getting paid $1 a month off your followers, and then they use that to accumulate crypto. All right, so that is it for, and that's some updates for Crypto Talk for today, or for right now. Is tonight I will be doing a special live about the digital dollar white paper 2.0, 30 pages. I don't think I'm going to be able to read all 36 because I go off on tangents. So I might just kind of skim through this, some of the main points to get the highlights. But this is something every American should know, be expecting, be prepared for. You don't want to wake up one morning and all of a sudden they see there's a digital dollar. You have no idea what that is, what's going on. So we need to know this. So that's going to be tonight. Tomorrow night, same time, I'm going to be doing Starvara Talk with Brandon Ivy, where I'm going to go over what we saw this morning. Those of you who are up early, I was up at 4 a.m. And I was very, very pleased with what I saw. In fact, so pleased that I will be investing more in Starvara, meaning I'm buying more nodes. Nodes can make you rich. If you guys are not in the inner circle, you missed me showing examples. We did dream mode of some of my other projects that I actually own nodes in, and what their value is and what their value can go to. And so we showed that. I'm telling you guys, nodes can make you rich. Probably the most amount of money I will make. No, not yet. Maybe. Because one of my node projects is worth more than Nugent. And Nugent, I'm supposed to get about 750,000. So yeah, so when that happens, I'll make more money off the nodes than everything else. So that's going to be tonight and tomorrow. And then we're back with Inner Circle Crypto Talk Monday morning. We're now have the countdown for the next 5-day challenge, which is at the end of this month. And my focus for the rest of this month is going to be the ILCA, getting your crypto education going and getting your Starvara nodes. You got to get a node one way or another. Is it a guarantee that it's going to work? No, not a guarantee. But at least you're an early adopter, and they displayed this morning what they're doing and what it's all about. And there's going to be a whole lot more after that. So we'll be talking about that tomorrow. If you want to get in on any of this kind of stuff, send me a private message or get back to the person who invited you to get yourself plugged in, and let's get going. So that, I will see you all later. Oh, there is a WCL. Is there still a WCL? I own a node in WCL as well, or a node pack. WCL. And happy birthday to my father. Today is his 71st birthday. 71 years old. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see anything about. See, will there be a Zoom for Super Saturday? Oh, they're in Vegas. They're in Vegas today. So I don't know if there's going to be an event this Saturday morning. Will there be a Zoom for Super Saturday in Las Vegas? Okay, well, I'll hop on just in case. All right. With that, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. And that's right. Better to be in and it fails than to be out and it succeeds. But if you're going to be in with what you can afford to lose. Don't jump in on a Hail Mary thinking you're going to play the lottery. Because when you have that mentality, you always lose. You always lose. It's not calculated. So yeah, thank you. I'll let him know. You guys are saying happy birthday to him. So take care, everybody. I'll see you guys all soon. Bye-bye.